Atlanta.
He also top 8'd in Kansas City, playing Black-Red Vampires, actually.
Oh, wow, this is awesome. Okay, good. We have everyone's deck list right here. So we're going to look at Orrin Beasley's deck list. Lauren Lee's going to be in control of that.
Oh, no. I'm actually going to step out, guys.
All right, Lauren Lee is going to step out for a moment. All right, so I'll be in control of Orrin Beasley's deck list. And Jake Van Lunen will take a look at Thomas Cole's deck list. All right, so shuffling up. I wonder if these guys rolled yet to see who went first. They're looking for dice. No? I mean, if Thomas Cole wins the roll, he's even more of a favorite.
Oh yeah, it's just really bad for Orrin if Thomas wins the roll.
Yeah. I mean, because Orrin needs to just get some nut draw with Explore or Lotus Cobra. So it looks like Thomas is happy to be playing a top 8. And Orrin's always a happy guy, so that's good. And, alright, so Thomas leads off with a land, a black-red duel, and Orrin matches it with a red-green duel. And Thomas comes down with a Vampire Hexmage, which immediately gets bolted. And he wants to remove all the counters from something. Alright, so no turn 1 play from Thomas, and no turn 2 play from Orrin. But let's see what Thomas has for turn 3. He has a Hyper.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, definitely really good with a black open. It looks like Orrin's hand's pretty slow. It looks like double Jace, a couple of lands, and an Infernal Titan.
And he might just be too far behind once he gets onto the table.
Yeah, let's see if Thomas could apply pressure. If he has like a Lord here, which he doesn't, or a couple more guys, it would be really, really good.
I think Bloodghast is one of his best cards in this matchup.
All right. So after this, we're giving away the premium, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So we're going to ask a trivia question.
Good. I like it. I love trivia questions. All right. So Orrin is pondering what he's going to do. Now, I mentioned this before. These sack lands are really, really, bad for Orrin, for Bertocini, who's ever playing the rug decks, because against vampires and mono red, these sack land damage adds up a lot. So Orrin's going to bring in 3 Ballots and 4 Power Plasmas after board.
So that's quite a lot of stuff.
I think Orrin's definitely looking forward to game 2.
Yeah. So he gets 3 on the play, or if he loses, he gets 3 on the play.
Yeah.
And he even gets access to those cards.
Yeah,
It seems really powerful.
So he sacrifices his Mr. Rainforest, gets an island, does a little bit of shuffling, and when you shuffle, there's always a good time to pick and decide on what your next move is going to be. Now Thomas is shuffling. A lot of shuffling for these guys. But it's probably okay because the match goes pretty quick. Alright, so Orrin is going to drop a Jace right here. Yep.
Makes great sense.
I think he's going to just brainstorm. That's what I would do. But instead he bounces the highboard.
And Tom's just going to attack the Jace.
Yeah, just attack the Jace. I think maybe we gave Tom some tips when he was in the booth. So we'll see if it pays off. All right, Inquisition. He's only gonna see a lightning bolt. All right, so it's
I like that.
2. What is it? 2 lands, a Jace, and an Infernal Titan.
Yeah.
I still think right there I would have brainstormed. I think it would have just had a bigger effect because if he brainstorms, Thomas has to attack with both guys to kill a Jace. He could have hit his lightning bolt away from a Inquisition, and then he could have had a bolt for the Highborn the following turn.
It's true.
And here comes Highborn, and Thomas is leaving up a black-red duel. So Orrin draws a Lotus Cobra, which is really good. He is able now to play Lotus Cobra, sack a Misty Rainforest, and also play Jace.
Yep. All on the same turn. Right?
Yep.
He doesn't even need to use fetch land.
Yeah, he doesn't need to use fetch land. Let's see if he does. He needed to because he doesn't have a regular land. His hand was Tarn and Misty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he gets to have a mana left over. So Orrin's probably gonna search up a mountain right now. so he's able to cast his Infernal Titan next turn. So if the Titan does come down, Thomas is probably in trouble.
It's really strong against this deck.
Yeah, especially game 1. After board, he has 4 additional spot removal cards. But game 1, it's, you know, what Orrin needs to do, Orrin needs to not lose this Cobra. If Thomas attacks with the Highborn and the Hex Mage, I think Orrin needs to take it because he needs the Cobra to soak up a Gatekeeper. And I wonder if Orrin will realize his play. And I mean, there's a chance that Thomas just has an Arc Trail or something in his hand that's going to get rid of the Cobra anyway, but we'll see what happens. So I think Orrin should brainstorm right here, but we'll see what he does. As he ponders the board. I mean, brainstorming and actually hitting a lightning bolt right here will be pretty nice. Face Healing I don't think does too much.
It looks like he's bouncing the Highborn again. I think he's just trying to buy. He didn't sacrifice it to kill it.
Yeah, bounces the Hex Mage, which makes me think that maybe he wants to trade with the Highborn. I wonder what's going to be going on here. All right, Arc Trail. So wow, he does 1 to the Cobra, 2 to Orrin, killing the Jace. And Thomas is going to get in for again. I did not like the bounce. I think both times Orrin bounced. He didn't really do too much, and he gave away 2 free brainstorms and also lost both of his Jaces, where maybe he could have kept one of them around. But Orrin is in top 8, so maybe he has a plan in mind.
Yeah, now Orrin has the Inferno Titan for next turn, so Tom's probably not going to tap out here.
Well, I mean, Tom plays another 2 toughness guy, so Orrin goes down to 13. He's gonna take out one of the Highborns and deal Thomas his first point of damage.
Yep. Thomas does not get to use the Highborn ability here.
Yeah, somebody tweeted in Orrin Beasley is playing Rug. That's correct. And good job to Thomas Cole. Yeah, definitely good job. Really proud of his first Star City event, playing an old school deck and made the top 8 so far. So I wonder if Orrin thinks. I think Orrin kind of feels like it's going to be rough because, I mean, odds are Thomas Cole does have a Gatekeeper in hand, correct?
Oh yeah.
He's playing 4 Gatekeepers. You know, it's, you know, he got down. He saw maybe what 12 cards so far. So the odds are definitely with Thomas that he does have a Gatekeeper in hand. All right.
Tom goes down to 19.
Tom is at 19. And Thomas is thinking about his play, which makes me think maybe he does not have a Gatekeeper.
Yeah, if he had the Gatekeeper, I'm pretty sure it would have just came down immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's a clear play right there. I do see another Highborn in Thomas's hand.
And he also has Blood Gas.
And a Blood Gas, so maybe the Highborns could somehow wiggle their way around an Infernal Titan. Alright, so he definitely does not have the Gatekeeper, given that, that friendly gesture. Yep.
Yeah, if he just played the Gatekeeper right now, it'd be pretty brutal.
Alright, so Highborn number 2 and passes the turn. Oh, wow.
He can double drain him, right?
Well, Orrin just drew a Avenger of Zendikar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's probably going to fuck it up.
I'm not too does Orrin have to attack here? An attack doesn't seem that good, unless he has a land to go with the Avenger, which I'm not sure if he does or not.
Yeah, attack's pretty questionable, because Tom's going to lose the guy, but he'll drain Orrin for 4.
Yes.
Orrin kills the guy, and he's not going to block.
And then he'll play Blood Gas, attack for 4 haste. Oh, he has okay, his hand is Precursor Golem and Avenger. So right now, Orrin made the attack, and he's going to drop the Precursor Golem, but if Thomas has a Lightning Bolt, this could be game over for Orrin.
Yeah.
So Orrin goes out to 9 life, Thomas goes up to 23, and then back down to 17. Oh, well, yeah, the 22, because he also takes one. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, he took one from the Inferno Titan.
So it'll be 22, then he pumps, so it's going to be 15. So at the end of the turn, it's going to be 15-9 in Thomas's favor. All right, so no Rashad tokens, which is surprising. Instead, he uses 2 dice. And I don't see a lightning bolt in Thomas's hand.
Probably would have played it by now.
All right, Lacerator leaves open 2 mana. So he's really banking on this Highborn to do a lot of work. Orrin does not draw a 7th land. Instead, he draws a Cobra, which does not do much here. But Orrin is still definitely favored to win this game.
Oh, by a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Thomas really needed a lightning bolt there. He can still draw a bolt off the top. But lightning bolt is what Thomas is looking for.
Thomas is playing really well, actually.
Yeah, I like Thomas's play style. All right, so Highborn is going to deal him 2 points of damage, and Thomas is going to go to 16 before blocks. So 16 to 7, we have a chump block, and Thomas is down to 7 life. So it's 7 to 7. Let's see if you draw something good.
Trail is good enough, right?
No, that's game. Okay, so Warren Beasley takes a game 1, which he was probably a pretty big underdog.
Yeah. When you're on the draw there, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's on the draw. Tom's got a pretty good draw. Warren really didn't do too much early on.
Well, Tom didn't have a 1 draw, and his deck plays 11 of them.
Yeah, sure.
So that's pretty big for his deck.
Yeah, so maybe Orrin bouncing those Jaces was pretty good. All right, so do we have a winner for our premium? We do not, but we will. Rashad just gave me a thumbs up. Wants to ask the question, we're going to have a winner. And I have the question in mind. When can we ask this question?
Right now.
Well, we're going to do it right now. This is crazy. All right? So the question is, it's a good question. All right? And it's a question if you guys like StarCityGames.com.
It is.
Why might I say this? Because what we want you guys to do, we want you guys to tweet in how many fans does StarCityGames.com have on Facebook. Round it to the nearest 1,000. Because a lot of people are going to go there and check out how many fans they have. So go to the StarCityGames.com page on Facebook.com and check out how many people are a fan of Star City. You can go to the StarCityGames.com in general. You can see how many people like Star City Games. So that's our question. How many people? Star City Games. Oh, wow. These people are quick. These people are quick. We have multiple people so far with the right answer.
Wow.
Within seconds. So if you guys aren't a fan yet, you guys could become a fan and make all these people have the wrong answer.
Yeah. Game it.
All right, so Rashad is going to pick the one lucky winner. 3 months premium for free. All right, so this is cool. This is awesome. This is perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Jordan Fabiano, Jake Van Lunen at the Charlotte 5K. Star City SCG Live Open. This is great. Orrin Beasley.
Is just wonderful.
Orrin Beasley
I love it.
versus Thomas Cole. Orrin Beasley up the game.
Yeah, now Thomas does get to be on the play in Game 2, but Game 2 is not really where his deck shines in this matchup. Game 1, Orrin doesn't have access to any Pyroclasms or Obstinate Bailouts, and those cards are just so huge in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I still think Orrin should probably take out his Inferno Titans. Because he knows for a fact Thomas is bringing in our communities. They saw their deck list. So, bring out the Precursor Golems, bring out the Inferno Titans. Try to outsideboard, bring in Obstinate Bailouts, bring in Pyroclasms. I mean, it's a risky play. Is it right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Titans are just too good. I'm not too sure.
I think you just have to keep playing.
All right.
It's hard, but I can't see taking them out. Like, you just don't have a high enough threat density if you take them out.
Yeah. Maybe if you had like Frost Titans.
Yeah, I mean, he only has one Avenger and the 4 Titans, so.
Yeah, or like a Worm Coil engine or something. So.
He's playing a Twisted Image to go with his Precursor Golems.
Yeah.
Hoping to live the dream in Ancestral Recall.
Pretty good combo. Maybe it'll come in handy against the Bloodghast. Save himself a point of damage. Maybe save a Lotus Cobra from an Arc Trail. You never know.
I mean, it can even be used just to, you know, prevent you from getting hit with like a Sorted Bird or Stoneforge Mystic in the Clawblade matchup. It seems like it's like a reasonable card.
Definitely, definitely. So
Here it can save a point or two. Even.
we're bringing you top 8 coverage. And if these guys finish quick, if Orrin just wins game 2, maybe we have time for the Mono Red and the Clawblade game 3 if they go to game 3.
Yeah.
So we'll try to bring you as much coverage as we could. Thank you guys for watching.
Some table talk here between Thomas and Orrin.
Yeah, I mean, both these guys are, I mean, Orrin's one of the most friendliest guys I know, and Thomas just seems to be having a ball doing so well in this tournament, so that's great.
It's really good to see young people doing well in tournaments.
Yeah, definitely. He's 17, he's a student. He, just came out, wanted to have fun, and here he is on SCG Live.
I think has a chance to actually 17 at your first Pro Tour, I believe.
Yeah, I was pretty young, 17 or 18, yeah. And, now he has a chance to win $2,000. He has a chance to take home the trophy. You know, he's probably going to be qualified for the Star City Open in about a month. So
Out in Indianapolis, so hopefully he makes his way out there. Gets to compete for a huge prize pool.
yeah, first place there is $10,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Or if you need cards, you know what else you could take? $12,500 in cards. That's good.
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you could have.
Imagine never having to ever get cards for any deck.
How many Jaces is that? There's a lot of Jaces.
That's a good number of
Yeah.
Jaces.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Jaces. So they're shuffling up for game 2. And Thomas is going to be on the play. You know, Thomas ideally would want a turn 1 guy, turn 2 1-drop Inquisition to take away Orrin's Pyroclasm, his Explore, whatever Orrin's thinking about doing for turn 2.
Thomas reminds me a lot of my friend Steve Sadin, Steve Miggles, who is from my local area, who I've been playing with for a very long time. When he played when he was younger, he had similar mannerisms during gameplay.
Awesome.
Now, are they mulliganing now, or this is still just shuffling?
They're just shuffling.
Too, right?
These guys love to shuffle. The thing is, what's going on right now for everybody at home, these guys are just having a blast talking to each other. They don't want it to end. They're just like, you know what, man, you're awesome.
This is a good time for me.
Yeah, so they're having fun. No reason to rush. No time limit. That game probably took about 10 minutes total. So definitely pretty good. All right, so Thomas takes a drink of water and gets ready. He should probably move that water. Probably knock it over. Spill all over these cards, you know?
That's all right. It's Black Red Vampires.
Yeah, deck's not worth much.
Just get a new deck.
Yeah. All right. So Thomas is drawing his opening hand. Orrin lays it out. And Thomas seems pretty happy with his hand. He's looking over to his friends like, hey, check out my hand. It's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the type of player who would do that too. All in good spirit, though. And Orrin, oh, wow. Thomas bluffed me. Maybe he was showing off his no land hand.
Yeah, he might have just been. Well, that's how when you make your first top 8 too, you just like feel so happy about making your top 8. You're just like sitting there happily and like while you're like getting these no land hands that you have to ship back, you're just like laughing about it and you're like, oh, okay, because it's actually like kind of nice to like lose your top 8. Like it's not really so much of a dagger if you're just like mulliganing into oblivion.
Yeah, actually, they had an interview with David Williams, and he talked about this. You know, when your goal is, when you never make a top 8 before, your goal is to make a top 8. But when you make a top 8 and you lose, now your goal is to win a tournament. You know, and and then once you win a tournament, you want to win Player of the Year, and for the whole thing of his interview was that it kind of really never stops. You always want to try to improve. So, but Thomas looks to be having a great time, so I'm definitely happy. This is a happy match to watch. All right, Thomas leads with a turn 1. All right.
Sarasir.
Not a 2-power guy, but it will do. Orrin's hand seems pretty stacked.
Yeah, he's got a Clasm.
Yeah, that's all I saw.
I know, I agree. That's all I saw, and I was like, wow, that's stacked.
Yeah. I mean, he did not mulligan. He's on the draw, and he has a classic. So,
Yes.
we'll,
2 mana Wrath of God is good.
And it looks like he's going to play a turn on Pyridine. Otherwise, I don't know why he would sack a fetch land and go get an island right away. So, unless to save time. But I think he has a Pyridine.
Oh yeah, there's no rush right now.
Yeah.
Everything's perfect.
Everything's perfect in the land of Orrin Beasley. All right, Pyridine. It doesn't even matter what he does. Top, bottom, top, bottom. You know, it looks good for Orrin. And he's going to take a peek at a dual land and another Pyridine. Lots of times people are not sure what to do with the second Pyridine. Like, should you keep it? Should you put it on the bottom?
It's a good idea to look at your hand in those situations, and let's say you have like 2 2-drops and no 3-drop, then on turn 3 you can just cast that Preordain with the extra mana left over, in which case you're going to get value out of it. But if it's just going to clog up your hand and like you need to like fill up slots in your curve, that's probably not worth it.
I think he's going to keep both. It would make sense. He should hide the Preordain, which he does, the player on Inquisition. Or double Inquisition, because obviously he's going to take the first Pyroclasm. And here comes Bloodghast. Bloodghast is not that bad of a card against Pyroclasm.
Yeah, and I mean, Orrin kind of, Pyroclasm, he kind of has to do it right now. He could have waited, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that was an early Pyroclasm. I felt maybe I would have Preordained to see what was going on, but I just feel like all he's really killing is the Visarasia and saving a few life points. But maybe it's important. All right, Bloodghast makes a return, and Highborn joins the
pretty
party.
good.
You guys insulting Orrin a lot?
All right, so now Orrin preordains into 2 lands, which are both going to the bottom.
Definitely.
Yeah. And he draws
another land. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Orrin's getting flooded pretty bad.
Yeah, he kind of is. I mean, he does have Jace next turn, but I wonder how much damage Thomas could
muster up in this short period of time.
And here comes another Bloodghast.
That's really bad for Orrin.
Yeah. Wow, is that triple Jace?
It is. It's not what you want.
All right, so Orrin's hand is worth close to $300, but it's not helping him this game. He's losing to a board of maybe a total of $10. So, so everybody at home, you don't need Jace.
You do not need Jace.
Yeah. So this is what people like to see. Black Red Vampires making a good showing. All right, so Jace bounces a Highborn. Yep. So it's kind of weird that Orrin keeps bouncing the Highborn because him brainstorming is actually the same amount of damage, and he gets the brainstorm for free. Like,
I agree.
Thomas doesn't need his lands. Him replaying it is fine. I think after the match I should tell Orrin this, and I think it's just something that he's not catching.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Orrin's a really smart kid, so once somebody tells him, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
And then I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just like get into the habit of like making a play because it was the first thing you thought of when that play happened, and then every time it comes up after that, you just keep doing it.
Yeah, definitely. This is kind of a repeat from game 1, where he draws into Cobra and is able to play a second Jace. So, because the thing is, if he brainstorms, Jace stays on 3.
Yeah, and he actually probably like finds like some sort of absurd
and then 2 guys will have to go after Jace anyway, and Orrin will still only be taking 2 damage. But all right, we'll see what he does with Jace this time. At least he has a Cobra now for a potential blocker.
Yeah, so the Cobra can stem the bleeding a little bit. It's just really rough because after this turn, all of Thomas's Bloodghasts are going to have haste.
Yep, this is true. I'm wondering what Thomas has in his hand. I mean, if Thomas has anything like a Mark Immunity, even a Gatekeeper,
it's basically over.
Yeah, it's probably over. Orrin really needed to draw a Baloth to help him survive this beating. And I mean, if he brainstormed, maybe he would have got to a Baloth. All right, so he will bounce a Bloodghast.
Which is interesting. If now Tom has like an Arc Trail, he can actually play a hasty Bloodghast next turn.
Yeah. And I think I saw a red card in Thomas's hand. Thomas draws a card, not sure what it is. And here is a lightning bolt at the Cobra. Alright, so Orrin goes on to 9. And another Bloodghast joins the party. So Orrin's 6th mana is, yep, nothing but a Jace. So it looks like Thomas Cole is going to be bringing this to a game 3 unless Orrin Beasley brainstorms into a Pyroclasm and Thomas doesn't draw a land for Bloodghast. I'm not really sure what could happen. I see a red card. I think it's a Titan. Yep. All right.
So Titan.
So
looks like we're off.
Yeah. So it looks like we're going to go to game 3, where Thomas Cole will be on the draw against Orrin Beasley. So Orrin plays a fetch land, and I mean I think Orrin probably thinks that he's probably going to lose this game, and Thomas mulliganed this game, but it didn't matter. He came out with a pretty good start, and I think he knows that he has this game. So everybody's going at Orrin.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. Either way, it's kind of. I mean, he could. Yeah. Yes,
because then, like, even if you draw a bolt, you can bolt with Mana Leak
yeah.
if you need to. Like, no matter what happens, like, the game is probably yours. It's going to take Orrin a minute to win.
So Orrin actually fetches and goes down to 2, which makes it even worse for Orrin.
Yeah, Orrin can't even play the Titan and kill a Vampire now because Thomas could just use the trigger off the high board and
so right now,
wipe it up.
I mean, regardless, he would have lost to the second Bloodghast.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Orrin needs to draw a Baloth into...
Baloth's pretty good.
A Baloth into, like, a Bolt?
But it's not good enough. Yeah, he needs, like...
No, so he goes Baloth, bounces the Highborn, then Pyroclasm. I don't know. He needs a Baloth to have a shot, and he draws a Forest. So I think he's just going to brainstorm and see what happens.
It doesn't seem likely that he's going to have a way out of this one.
Yeah. Yeah, all lands. I mean, what he could have done, he could have, like, bounced the Highborn and then done 1/1.
Like, play the Inferno Titan and dealt, like, one to his face and then one to each.
Yeah, but I mean, he's probably just he's on 2, so he's just gonna lose, you know?
Yeah, his opponent plays a land and he dies.
Yeah, or his opponent just replays Highborn, attacks with both Bloodghast, has to block, and then, yeah. All right, so we're off to game 3. Thomas Cole, smile on his face. StarCityGames.com, SCG Live here at Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm Jacob Van Lunen, here with Gerard Fabiano, and we are currently covering the quarterfinals.
We see Dan Jordan in the background. We just saw him. He's in the, there's Dan Jordan.
Dan Jordan, top 16 this weekend Standard Open. Last weekend, he won the Standard Open.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty good. And he was also one of the members of me, myself, Christian Calcano, the 3 of us who opened a Jace on camera.
I know, and
we
that is
one
the
pack
most
of
absurd thing.
So pretty fun for the users, and it looks like a lot of people got this answer right. The answer was 16,000. It's over 16,000. But yeah. I mean, I figured all of them knew by now because everybody tweeted in. If you want to become a member of the Star City Facebook page, you just go to Star City on Facebook and click like. It's pretty simple.
You can even go to StarCityGames.com and there's a like button there.
That's good.
So if you're already logged into Facebook on your computer,
yeah,
you recognize the cookies and just like it for you.
And you know what goes up there lots of times? Updates from Evan Irwin, from CEO Pete
Hoffling.
Yeah, Pete Hoffling posts up there. Steve Sadin. Every time there's an awesome new article, you just I don't know. It's like you just like it, and then your friends like it. Yeah, I like it. Rashad, do you like StarCityGames.com on Facebook? Rashad likes it.
Rashad likes it. I think everybody likes it.
I think over 16,000 people like it.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. Under 17,000 as of now.
Like, if each of them gave me a quarter, each of the people who like StarCityGames.com, I would have over $4,000.
You would. And you know what you could do with $4,000? Buy 40 Jaces.
I could buy more than 40 Jaces.
Yeah, if you're a bargain shopper.
I am a bargain shopper.
Yeah. So, all right.
On the market.
So looks like they're getting ready for game 3. I don't really think anybody going first or second is going to change how they sideboard.
Not in this matchup, no.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I think that if Thomas is on the play, I think he wants Dark Tutelage in the deck. That's
That makes sense.
But I don't think he brought it in anyway. I think maybe like Nighthawk. We talked about this before. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the problem with Dark Tutelage is like you're not really trying to play a card advantage game at all against Rogue. Like you really just want to like kill them before they stick their huge thing, you know, or like keep their board like empty enough so that when they play their huge thing, you can just like mark a mutiny and haymaker them. It's somewhat difficult to try to play a card advantage war when you only have like 6 burn spells like he does. I imagine he might bring cards like, oh, it's weird. I'm not really sure how it goes.
Well, I mean, if Orrin wants to play the card advantage type game where Orrin wants to go Pyroclasm, then he wants to go Bolt, then he wants to play Jason, draw some cards, but from the previous 2 games, Orrin just wants to try to stay alive until he plays an Avenger, a Zendikar, or an Infernal Titan. And we've seen this by him bouncing Thomas's guys and such. But Orrin will be on the play. He's pretty much looking for a turn 1 Preordain, and he wants a turn 2 Cobra or a turn 2 Explorer. I'm guessing he left in his Explorers in this deck.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Okay.
You need them to stay like on par. Also, like turn 3 Obstinate Veil seems really good here.
Yeah. Do you think that Orrin maybe like brought back in his mana leaks because he's on the play, or no?
I'm not sure.
That's like the only thing that maybe could have been it, you know. But all right, Orrin actually typed his deck list out. That's cool. It's probably just like he printed it off the Grand Prix site, off sideboard. You know? All right, so Thomas draws his opening hand, as does Orrin. Thomas shakes his head. I'm not sure what that means, and Orrin is thinking about it as well.
Thomas smiles at.
Yeah. All right. So I saw one land in Thomas's hand, but he decided to mulligan anyway. I'm not sure the rest of the cards, and Orrin keeps. So I mean, Thomas is a deck that it's fine for him to mulligan.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't want to mulligan. But
It's certainly not good, and his deck's certainly not as resilient to mulligans as something like Quablo, but it's a lot more resilient to mulligans than Orrin's deck is.
Yeah, I mean, Orrin mulliganing. Then say Orrin gets a hand of 3 lands, Jace, and something like 2 Titans. Like, what does he do there? You know?
Yeah, the other thing that's interesting though is that Thomas's deck also mulligans significantly less often than Orrin's deck, and Thomas has mulliganed in all 3 games now, and Orrin has mulliganed in none of them.
Yeah. No, did Thomas mulligan game 1?
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember, but all right, Thomas. Oh, wow, Thomas is going to 5. All right, so I wonder how good Orrin's hand is. I kind of want to run over and see.
Yeah, if it's like really good.
Should I run over and see?
Sure, go nuts.
Right, I'm gonna run over and just take a peek. All right.
So right now we're watching the quarterfinals of the Star City Games Standard Open Series here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The match is between Thomas Cole and Orrin Beasley. Orrin is armed with a rug deck. It's the same deck that he used to come in 2nd place at the recent Grand Prix in the United States. Thomas Cole is armed with a black-red Vampires deck. The deck's built to be very aggressive. He's playing 11 1-drops, and that's pretty good. I think he wants a hand with a 1-drop, especially when he's on the draw. And he's probably bemoaning the mulligans he's had this match thus far. Alright, so Orrin starts things off with a Halimar Death. He sees an Obstinate Baloth, so if he has the land in his hand to cast that, he's going to be pretty happy. It does, however, look as if Orrin kept a 2-lander and with a Halimar Depths and looked at the top 3 cards and found 3 non-land cards. That could be a huge issue for him. Oh, no, that 1 card is an island.
Orrin's hand is really good. It's 2 more lands, Infernal Titan, Explore, Mana Leak, and Jace. And on top of his deck, he has land, Tumble Magnet, Baloth. So his hand is really good. I think he just goes land pass. I don't think he wants to play Explore now because he's Mana Leak.
Yeah, I think that he just wants to get the Baloth out on turn 3.
Okay, that's better than
Yeah, turn 3 Veil
Yeah.
off against these decks is just
Okay.
really, really bad for him.
I mean, maybe he'll just go turn 3 Jace. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. He'll always gain 4 life off Balog.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, the presence on board, though, is super, super good.
Yeah, I guess so. So it looks good for Orrin. I'm gonna check on the other match to see if they did not start game 3 yet, so we can switch over.
Great. Orrin goes ahead and cracks his Misty Rainforest here. He's going to search his library for Forest, I assume. There it is. Now, he can either play a Jace here, or Orrin can play an Obstinate Bailoff. I would go with the Obstinate Bailoff. It's a huge body. It gains him 4 life. That's very important in this matchup. He's playing against a very aggressive deck. And the 4 toughness also creates like a huge roadblock for Thomas. Thomas would basically have to have a Gatekeeper in his hand to not be colded completely right now. And considering that Thomas is milling into 5, the odds of him having a Gatekeeper and a land in his hand are actually quite low. Alright, so let's see. He goes ahead and plays the Bailoff. He's going to pop back up to 23 life and pass the turn over to Thomas Cole. Thomas Cole will draw his turn. It looks like he has at least a Pulse Tracker in his hand. He taps 3 mana, plays a Gatekeeper, and bashes for 2 damage with his Bloodghast. Orrin gets to untap here, and he's going to get to play a Jace here, but it's not the best Jace in the world. The truth is, he really has like an incredible amount of inevitability in this game. His hand is very powerful. Now the Telm Magnet, that's going to stave off a lot of bleeding until he gets to play his big threats. And he's had a high enough life total from that Obstinate Bailoff that his opponent could just, be able to do something crazy like mark a Mutiny and Inferno Titan and still not have enough to close the deal.
Alright, so I checked up on the other match, and the Mono Red deck is already started game 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So Orrin goes on to 18 life. Did you like that play of Tumbler Magnet over Jace?
I'm not sure. I don't think you need to do that. I think just playing Jace and mounting the Bloodghast seems like a stronger play to me. Because then, like, the next turn you get to play Tunnel Magnet, and you get to Brainstorm, and then, like, you soak up a lot of damage, and, you get to Brainstorm, you get to cycle through cards.
Yeah, him having that Tumbler Magnet down means that he really can't lose the Mark Immunity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so this is good. This is good for Orrin. I guess that's why he boarded in the Tunnel Magnets. Play
Makes
around
sense.
Mark Immunity. And he does have an Infernal Titan in his hand.
That's kind of like a nice next level of thinking. A lot of people see their Tunnel Magnets as cards that are good typically against decks where people are trying to equip and attack with swords. But, Orrin realized that his opponent was relying quite heavily on Mark Immunity, especially in post-sideboard games. And he wanted the Tunnel Magnet. He thought that that was an excellent choice, and I think he's right.
So possibly Titan could come down if he draws a red. But instead he draws a Halimar Depths, I think?
Yes. It's a Helmer Depth, so... He does have a Jace in his hand.
Yes, he does. So there's a Titan, an island, and a red-green land, which...
comes into play tapped.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he didn't play a Jace first. Because then if he played a Jace first, he could have played Jace, Brainstorm, got the red-green land.
And then he could have looked
Played-
a card deeper.
And played Titan next turn.
Yep.
So now he's going to play Jace. I mean, what is he going to do? Fate Seal? He's going to bounce Bloodghast. Alright. That's good as long as he doesn't have like an Arc Trail though, or any red removal or a bolt. But alright, he does have a bolt. Alright. So there goes Jace. Thomas draws. Really can't tell what Thomas has in his hand besides the Bloodghast that just got bounced.
Yeah, if Thomas knows what's good for him, he's literally going to play every card in his hand this turn.
Yeah, so because he has pretty much a free turn of Bloodghast, and alright, he's got 2 cards it looks like in his hand. Alright, so
This could be, it doesn't look like Thomas has enough to push through. The Inferno Titan's just going to be so huge here.
a Highborn would be pretty good here.
A Highborn
It
would
would
be
help.
very good here.
Instead he has a Lord maybe? Okay, he's got a Lord. So I think Orrin does he want to go down to 10 life? I don't think he does. I think he wants to lose a counter.
I like the Lord here. I think that's like a pretty good card to draw.
What's Orrin drawing this turn?
Orrin this turn is going to play his Inferno Titan.
Yeah, do you remember what he put on top? He put an island, a red-green duel, and it was one other card. It was another Inferno Titan, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So you can chain them now.
Yeah, so he's going to go back-to-back Titans. Yep, so Titan off the top. And he's going to do 2 and 1 to the Bloodghast, I think?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yep, alright, 2 and 1.
Alright, so now, what does Thomas need here? Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper will be very good.
It's about as ideal gets.
Bloodghast comes back. Does he have a Gatekeeper? He does not have a Gatekeeper.
He should, however, have Mark of Mutiny and use it with the Saxer, but he does not.
Well, he's just going to play a second Titan here.
Yeah.
And attack with the first Titan. So
yeah,
it looks like
lights him.
It looks like Orrin, underdog in the matchup is probably going to take it down. I think he should attack here.
I would definitely attack.
Yeah. He's just doing some math just to be safe, but I mean, he's at 13 life, and he still has a Tumble Magnet counter. Alright, so Thomas puts that card to the bottom. And he puts that card to the bottom. And he puts that card to the bottom.
Right, none of those are the card that he wanted to draw.
Yep, and here comes Inferno Titan number 2.
Yes.
And this is where you need the Dread Reckoning. 5
Dread
mana.
Reckoning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 mana, you destroy 2 creatures of the same color. Alright, now instead he scoops it up. So Thomas Cole puts up a solid finish, makes top 8 at his first Star City Open event.
This is his first event?
Yeah, first event.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
One of your very first event, making the top 8?
Yeah, definitely really good. And Orrin moves to the top 4, which will be played tomorrow.
Yeah, now, Orrin's an excellent player. He just did really well at the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he did.
In Texas.
Yeah.